Welcome to my latest case, The Secret of Shadow Ranch. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Gameplay Overview. Dear Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory, he's their foreman, pick me up at the airport. He gave me a phone number, told me to call the Raleighs at that number as soon as I got settled in, and refused to tell me anything else. In fact, he barely said 2 words to me the whole ride to the ranch. What's worse, Bess and George aren't here yet, which is very strange, because even though we had to take different flights, we figured we'd get into Phoenix at about the same time. Being here without them feels odd. After all, the Raleighs are their aunt and uncle, not mine. I wouldn't even be here if Bess and George hadn't begged them to invite me out to the ranch for 2 weeks, too. Until about 3 months ago, the Raleighs owned a clothing store. Bess said it was always their dream to sell the store and buy a cattle ranch. I hope they're okay, but frankly, as beautiful as Shadow Ranch is, I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this place. Love, Nancy.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Raleigh. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy! Are you at the ranch?
Yes, and I'm a little concerned that you're not. Is everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine. I mean, it is now. It wasn't last night, of course.
Everything would have been fine last night if you hadn't made such a fuss.
How could I not make a fuss? There was a rattlesnake in our bedroom, for Pete's sake.
Did you say rattlesnake?
I told Ed to leave it alone and let one of the hands get it out of there, but no, Ed started poking at it with my yardstick, and all of a sudden it leapt up and bit him.
How bad?
Well, his arm swelled up something awful, and he was feeling pretty poorly by the time we finally got him here.
I was fine. She's exaggerating.
Oh, Ed, you wish. Anyway, dear, he's doing much better today, and the doctors think he'll be well enough to go home in a day or so.
I'm well enough to go home right now.
No, you're not. If I don't stay here with him, he'll get up and walk right out that door.
No, I won't.
What can I do to help you?
Oh, nothing, dear. Absolutely nothing. You just go get a horse from Tex. He's the head wrangler, and go riding to your heart's content. I told Shorty to go ahead with the cookout I planned for tonight, and...
The envelope. Have her take that envelope to Mary.
Oh, good idea. There's an envelope in the roll-top desk in the den marked Mary. If you could ride over to Mary Yazzy's and give it to her, we'd really appreciate it.
I'll do it right away. Did you say I'd have to ride there?
Because of the way the roads are set up around here, it takes longer to drive to her place from the ranch than it does to get there on horseback. Dave will tell you how to get there.
She's gonna have to get the key to the desk from him, too.
Oh, that's right. I always lock the roll top. Dave has the key. Oh, dear. It seems like there was something else I wanted to tell you.
The horse, Bet. Tell her about the phantom horse.
Did he say phantom horse?
Yes. You see, last night we...
Hello, Mr. Raleigh. Time for those tests.
Uh-oh. We have to go. Don't worry about us, dear. You just go have fun. Just be sure to wear a hat and drink plenty of water. It's gonna be another hot one. Bye!
No, wait. Just tell me about the... phantom horse?
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's me. I'm at the ranch. Where are you guys?
Omaha.
Omaha? As in Nebraska?
Our plane had to land here so they could fix some radio problem, and now they're saying... It's Nancy. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, George.
Now they're saying we may be here for hours.
Well, at least they didn't cancel the flight.
Yet. I mean, who knows what's really going on?
Yeah, no one around here ever gives you a straight answer.
So what's going on there?
A lot. Last night, Uncle Ed and Aunt Bet found a rattlesnake in their room.
Oh my gosh! Are they okay?
Well, actually, it bit Uncle Ed.
Is he all right?
He will be. Right now, he's in the hospital. He'll probably be there for a day or two. Aunt Bet's staying with him.
Oh my gosh!
And apparently a phantom horse showed up at just about the same time as that snake.
A phantom horse?
Of all the times to get stranded in some stupid airport, Look, you just better keep us posted, Nancy Drew. That's all I gotta say. We're so bored. George just bought a book on 19th century clothing and accessories.
George did?
It's the only thing in the bookstore here that looked halfway interesting. So if you need to know anything that's even remotely related to 19th century fashion, let us know, okay?
Sounds good to me.
So what else has been going on?
That's it for now.
Thanks for calling.
Bye, Nan.
That's not the right time. Must be broken. Frances Humber. Wonder who she was.
Hey, you must be Nancy. I'm the cook, Shorty Thurmond. Welcome to Shadow Ranch. Come on over here and tell me about yourself. You have talked to the Rawleys, right?
I have, and I still can't believe what happened to Ed.
That is creepy, isn't it? But the horse, that was even creepier. See, I was just about to crawl into bed last night when all of a sudden this glowing horse comes galloping up outside. It stops and rears and paws, whinnying and snorting. Then it just wheels around and gallops off into the night. It was Dirk Valentine's horse, you know. Now it's a phantom.
Dirk Valentine?
Dirk Valentine was an outlaw around here back in the 1880s. Legend has it he was in love with Frances Humber. She lived right here on Shadow Ranch. Unfortunately, her daddy was the sheriff.
Something tells me this story does not have a happy ending.
Because of him, Valentine was captured and eventually hanged. Ever since, the ghost of his horse has been roaming the desert, cursing whoever sees him with bad luck.
You don't really believe that, do you?
All I know is, Ed Rawley sees the horse, and what happens less than 2 minutes later? He gets bit by a rattlesnake. You do the math.
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
You talked to the Raleighs?
I sure did. Do you think Ed's gonna be all right?
He'll be okay. Getting bit by a rattler's no picnic, but it sounds like he's out of the woods.
Shorty told me about the phantom horse that appeared just before it happened. Did you see it too?
It was the strangest thing I've ever seen. Guess you're gonna be asking me a lot of questions, huh?
I'm sorry. Am I bugging you?
The Raleighs said you were a detective.
Amateur detective. It's just kind of a hobby.
I'm gonna be honest with you, ma'am. We were short a couple hands to begin with, and now with the Raleighs gone and everybody on edge over what happened last night, well, this is not a good time to be visiting Shadow Ranch, that's all.
How do you think that rattlesnake wound up in the Raleigh's bedroom?
Probably crawled in through a mouse hole sometime during the day and took a nap. Nighttime's when they're most active. Something the Raleighs found out the hard way.
Has anything like that ever happened here before?
Not since I've been here.
I talked to my friends, Bess and George. Their plane's been delayed. They aren't sure when they're going to get here.
Sorry to hear that. Well, to be honest, I'm not, really. Driving back and forth to the airport takes a lot of time, and time's one thing we're all running kind of short of around here.
The Raleighs asked me to take something out to Mary Yazie's, but it's in the den in the roll-top desk, which is locked. They said you had the key?
Sure do. They gave me their key ring at the hospital.
Great, thanks.
To get to Mary's shop, just follow the trail that goes northeast out of the corral. Can't miss it. And I should probably warn you, she doesn't like the Raleighs.
Why not?
No idea. Not really any of my business.
I'll let you get back to work.
See you later.
Sounds like this Jane Nash person has it out for the Raleighs. The Raleighs sold a trunk full of junk to Mary Yazzie. This doesn't look like it was ever opened.
As usual, things did not work out like I planned. Just when I get everything fixed just right for you to go looking for the thing I hid for you, I go and get myself arrested. But no matter what you hear, nothing is gonna happen to me. I will be fine and we will be together soon, I promise. Meanwhile, you can keep busy by looking for what I hid. Start by using this piece of paper to mark where all the rock pictures are. They will tell you what to do next. Your favorite flowers and the flowers on your favorites, start keeping them in mind too. I will leave a message for you in this here cell, just in case they decide to move me to the jail down in Tumbleweed or something. I like vexing your brain, because when you are thinking real hard, like when you're playing the piano, you are more beautiful than anything in the world. I am sure to be out of here before you find my treasure, but in case I am not, know that it is all yours, and that you are more precious to me than 10,000 treasures put together. 9, 12, 15, 22, 5, 25, 15, 21. Dirk. P.S. I do not and never will hold what your father did to me against you.
July 4th, 1882. Got sworn in as sheriff. It was the 4th, so it was like all them celebrations was for me, which of course they weren't. Frances thought up a song and played it on the piano for me. I forget how it went, but it was purty. I'm lucky to have her for a daughter. Hereford Shoup come by with a plant he brung from New York, which he calls Harrison's Yellow. Looked right dead to me, but Frances planted it out back, give it some water, and already it looks to be on the mend. She's 17 and can read and write good and knows her numbers. Hereford's thinking to marry her, but I said she ain't of that mind yet. March 30th, 1883. Frances has got eyes for a young man named Dirk. She says he's from Prescott. Cappy says when she plays the piano, this Dirk makes everyone be quiet so he can hear her good. I ain't never seen her smile like she smiles now. I told her to bring him to the ranch for dinner, but she says he won't come because he is too shy. I wonder if that is the truth. April 16th, 1883. Got a letter from the sheriff over in Phoenix about this Dirk Valentine, who is wanted for robbing 2 banks in a stagecoach. The picture with the letter looked just like Dirk, who Frances is sweet on. When I showed her the picture, she got tearful and run off. Now, Dirk is gone, and she won't say nothing about where he went. August 2nd, 1883. Dirk Valentine is robbing banks and coaches and trains all over the territory. Frances says he never ever shoots his gun and only steals from people that already got plenty of money. But that ain't true, because some of them trains he robbed was carrying money, meant to pay miners a hard-earned wages. He is nothing but a no-good, greedy outlaw. But Frances gets real mad when I say that. I fear she is still sweet on him, and that she sees him when she knows I am busy, and gets letters from him which she hides from me. September 9th, 1883. Got hold of a note Frances sent to Dirk and saw where they was going to meet. So I got a posse and we caught Dirk, and now he's in jail. The judge is coming next week, and I hear he is a hanging judge, so Dirk most likely ain't long for this world. Frances won't say nothing to me no more, and says she never will again. September 13th, 1883. Dirk sent a secret letter to Frances, which Mason got hold of and give to me. I locked it up so she won't ever read it. Frances ain't allowed to see Dirk in jail, of course, and if she never sees his letter, maybe she will think he don't like her no more, and maybe she will stop liking him. Frances's ma would have knowed what to do better than me. I wish she was still alive. September 17th, 1883. They hung Dirk at noon. I thought I would be glad, but I ain't. September 18th, 1883. Frances took Brownie in my big saddlebag and is gone. She ain't told no one where she's going, not even Cappy. But I know she will forget Dirk, and when she does, she will come home because she's a smart gal and will figure out that I did what I'd done for her. January 4th, 1884. My sister says her little girl Ellie got a letter that said Frances went east and was not of a mind to ever return. I hope this ain't the truth, because I miss her something awful. June 11th, 1884. The Harrison's yellow, which Frances said was her favorite flower in the world, is just a pile of brown sticks now. I don't know how to look after delicate things like that, so it is my fault that it died. I ain't seen or heard from Frances in a year. I tell people she's on her way home, but when I look in my heart, I know this is a lie. She will never come back to Shadow Ranch, and it is my fault. I'll just have to find a way to live with it.
Phoenix and surrounding areas will be hot and dry today, with temperatures expected to reach the mid-90s by 5 this afternoon. After that, temperatures will begin to drop, with a nighttime low in the mid-60s. Most areas to the south and west of Phoenix can expect more heat for the next several days, while areas to the north and east should also expect rapidly developing thunderstorms. So if you're going to be hiking, biking, camping, or horseback riding, be aware that sudden downpours and flash floods are always a possibility at this time of year, and don't go into the wilderness areas unprepared.
We've got several livestock auctions in the area tonight and tomorrow. Small animals, including goats, rabbits, and chickens, will be auctioned off at Barney Hall in Apache Junction, with doors opening at 6 and bidding beginning at 7.
So which one are you?
Excuse me?
The Raleighs said they were going to be inviting some young ladies out here. I take it you're one of them.
I'm Nancy Drew. My 2 friends haven't arrived yet.
Why not?
Their plane was delayed. They'll be here as soon as they can.
I brought 3 horses in this morning. Hardly fair to keep them tied up all day if nobody's gonna ride them.
And you are?
I'm the head wrangler. You wanna ride, you come to me. You prove to me you know what you're doing, I may just let you.
Did you see the Phantom Horse last night?
I saw something. Just what? I still ain't sure. Now if you wanna ride, listen up. First thing you're gonna do is never ride unless you're wearing a hat and gloves. And unless you got a full canteen of water. You can wear that hat over there. It's Mrs. Raleigh's. Got a helmet built right in. Her gloves are on the saddle you'll be using, and you can get a canteen from Shorty. Then you're gonna saddle and bridle your horse. No need to brush him. I do that when I bring him in. Then you're gonna lead him to the mountain block in the corral and mount up. Then I'm gonna ask you some questions. You can't ride outside the corral till you get all the answers right.
Once I pass your test, can I ride any time I want?
Long as you talk to me first. When you're done riding, you're gonna dismount, hook your horse up, take the saddle and bridle off and put him back where you got him. Always keep your gloves with your saddle.
Which horse would you like me to ride?
The bay over there. Name's Bob. If you get off when you're on the trail, don't tie your reins to nothing. Just drop 'em. And barring an earthquake or something, old Bob will stay put.
May I go riding now?
Nope. With the Raleighs gone, the ranch is real short-handed. Before you ride, you're gonna have to go see if Shorty's got any chores that need doing. Gotta get a canteen from him anyway.
Do you know anything about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid for his sweetheart?
Nope.
Somehow I knew you were going to say that. Talk to you later.
If you last that long.
Well, hello there. You got some friends back there? Tex said to put the saddle and bridle back where I got it.
Hey there, Nancy. Man, I wish the Raleighs were here.
How come?
I'm really looking forward to you and me sitting down and having a nice conversation. especially with all the weird stuff that's going on. I'm so busy getting all their chores done in addition to my own that I barely have time to talk to myself, let alone to you. Enough of me complaining. What's up?
Tex said I should get a canteen from you and see if there are any chores you'd like me to do.
Music to my ears. First thing you can do for me is go out to the garden and pick all the ripe vegetables. You know what ripe vegetables look like, don't you?
No, but don't worry, I'll find out.
Good, because if you pick vegetables that aren't ripe yet, I'll be real ticked. You can put them in the vegetable basket that's hanging outside. And one more thing. Sometime today, I need you to build a cooking fire in the pit outside. I'll light it when I'm ready to start cooking. And be sure to fill the bucket out there with water and leave it by the pit. You know, just in case something catches on fire that isn't supposed to. The Raleighs wanted to have a cookout tonight, and by golly, we're gonna have a cookout no matter who is or isn't here.
Well, I'd better get going.
Don't be a stranger.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
Take a look.
Good for you. Now, second thing I need you to do for me is take this, go out to the chicken coop and fill it up with eggs. Just be careful of that basket. It's kinda old. And don't forget to build me that campfire like I asked.
You got it.